This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed how to design the edit page inside your Salesforce instance by placing the page block and the various page block sections, and by adding the fields inside those sections by using input a field tag, and how to invoke those actions to save the record, to cancel the record, all these implementations we did. So we have designed the edit page based on the application requirement, and then we have performed some actions also without writing any business logic. So now how to override those standard button controls? Instead of redirecting the user to the standard page, how can we redirect the user to the custom page which we have designed, we have discussed. Now today we'll see how to design the detail page. Okay, how to design the detail page inside your Salesforce instance through Visualforce programming. Now let's see. So whenever if you want to design the detail page of a record or any of the object record, like for example, assume that in the previous session we have discussed how to create the edit page. Once you click on the new button, instead of opening that standard page, it is opening my custom page which we have designed to be used to create the records. So after submitting the details, once you click on that save button, record will be getting saved and it is redirecting the user to the detail page of the record. Like for example, so let me open an existing record. So this is the detail page. Okay, this is the detail page which will be representing the detailed information of your record. So whatever the record that were created, that records the detailed information we can see with the help of this detailed page. Now, which is having the detailed information of the record, and along with that it will be having the respective related list also. That means for this record, what are the various related records are available, all this information we can able to see. We are having the various related lists like as contacts, cases, opportunities, all these related records you can able to see, okay, inside the various separate page blocks. Then how can we design this detailed page? How to design this detail page? Whenever if we want to design this detail page, we have to use a tag called as detail tag. We have to use a tag called as detail tag. So what is the use of this detail tag? Detail tag is used to design the detail page of the record. Whenever if you want to design the detail page of your record through Visualforce programming, we have to use the help of detail tag. So this detail tag is used to design the record's detail page along with all the related list whatever you want. Along with all the related list whatever you want. So that based on this detail page, we can represent our records. We can display the detailed information of our record, okay, inside our Visualforce program. Then, in this case, how to design this detail page by using this detail tag? What are the various properties are available as part of this detail tag? We'll see practically, and then we'll see how can we design this detail page. We'll see practically as well. Now, so let's see how can we design this detail page. Now, to design the detailed page of the record through Visualforce programming, we have to use Apex detail tag. Apex detail tag. So by using this detail tag, we can design the detail page of our record. In order to design the detail page of the record, we are using this detail tag. Now, by using this tag, we can design the detail page of the record, and we can represent the record information along with the required related list also. So then how can we use this detail tag? What are the various properties are available? Now let's see. The properties. First property is title property, which is a boolean. So what do you mean by this title property? What is the use over here? Now, so now when you go to this title, in the detail page, this is the title part. This is the title part. In this detail page, this is the title part. That means you want to display the title of the record. Now that means what is the record name? The record name over here. This is the title part. So now here, if you want to represent the title of your record on the top of the page, if you want to show this title part, then we can specify the title equals to true. If you don't want to show this title part, then we can make it as false. So title part is used to indicate whether the record title should be get visible on the top of the page or not. Now, so now in this case, this property is used to indicate whether the record title to be get visible on the detail page of the record or not. In order to indicate whether the record's title has to be get visible on the detail page or not, we are using this title property. Next, the second property. Whenever I'm going to be editing this record, here we have the inline editing feature is available. There is an inline editing feature. In the detail page, you will be having inline editing feature where instead of moving the whole record into the editable format, just we can able to move this field into the editable format by double click on that field, so that we can make the changes also inside this. Like this one, whenever you are designing this detail page, you want to provide this inline editing feature up. You want to provide this inline editing feature on this detail page, because on the standard detail page we have this inline editing feature by default. But whatever the detail page that you are designing through Visualforce programming, on that detail page you want to provide the inline editing feature. So to indicate that, we are having a property called as inline edit. So which is a Boolean property. If you want to provide the inline editing feature, pass the value true or else pass the value false. This property is used to indicate the detail page can have the inline editing feature or not. In order to indicate whether this particular detail page which I'm designing can have the inline editing feature or not. For that one, we are using the property called as inline edit. Next, the third property. When you go to this record detail page, here we are having a chapter field. there is a charter feed option is available. This is the charter feed. So we can expand this as show feed, and we can able to see the charter feed information also. Now, so whatever the record which you are designing right now, okay, detail page which you are designing right now, on the detail page, you want to provide this a charter feed or not. So to indicate that charter feed to be get visible or not, we are having a property called as show charter. Show charter. So show charter is a property which is used to indicate whether the charter feed to be get visible or not. This property is used to indicate the page can have the charter feed or not. In order to indicate whether the charter feed to be get visible or not, we are using this show charter property. Next one, related list property, which is that means what? Whenever I'm going to be representing this record, along with the record detail information, at the bottom I'm having related list. Now, whatever the detail page which you are designing, on the detail page, you want to show this related list. Okay, on the detail page, you want to show this related list or not, like as contacts, cases, opportunities, like that. If you want to show this related list on your record detail page, you can pass that related list property value as true, or else you can pass the value as false. So, in order to indicate whether the related list has to be get visible or not, we are using this related list property. This property is used to indicate the page can show the related list records. In order to indicate whether this particular detail page can show the related records are. Okay, now we need to indicate that. So now these are the few properties are available here, okay, which are very, very important as part of detail tag. But whenever we are going to placing the detail tag, then this detail tag should be always outside of the form tag. Okay, so now this detail tag should be always outside of the form tag. The detail tag should be always placed outside of the form tag. The detail tag should be always placed outside of the form tag. Outside the form tag only we can able to place this detail tag over here. So now these are the various properties are available as part of your detail tag. Then how can we design this detail tag? Now let's see practically. How to design this detail page, we'll see practically over here. After that, I will show you how can we test this detail page, and then I will show you. Sometimes we can raise a question, sir, I want to show the related list, but not all, only cases I want to show. Then how can we do that? I will show you practically also. So what related list you want to make it visible, okay, we can be able to display by using a separated tag called as related list tag. We'll see that practical concept also today. Now, how can we design the detail page over here? Okay, now let me show you practically in this case. Now, let's take the small use. Design a Visualforce page to represent the detail page of the account record. Design a Visualforce page to represent the detail page of the account record. Then how can we prepare this detail page in order to show the record's detailed information? Now let's see practically in this case. So let me design the detail page over here. I'm preparing a Visualforce page. Account record detail page or detail page. Account record detail page. This is the page which I'm going to design. So now with this name, there is no page has been designed as of now. So I want to create this page. So click on the link in order to design this user interface. Now, so let's remove the default code which has been given by Salesforce by default, and then we can specify the required properties and then use the tags whatever you want. Now, so I'm indicating over here. I'm indicating the default property. Setup equals to false. Sidebar equals to false. Show header equals to true. And the tab style equals to, I would like to indicate the recruiter object tab style. Okay, I would like to apply the recruiter object tab style. Now, and then, so now here in this case, I want to represent the detail page of my account record. Okay, detail page of my account record. How can we represent? For that one, I'm going to be using this detail tag. I'm using detail tag. In this detail tag, we have to specify the properties. Inline edit. Do you want to provide the inline editing or not? Yes, true. And then you want to display the charter or not? I'm indicating. Show charter equals to true. I want to display the charter facility also. Title. I want to display the title also. That means the record detail, record in the detail page. On the top, I want to show the record name. And related list. I want to display that related list also, so that I'm indicating true. This is a simple tag done. Okay. Now detail page has been designed. Then how can we test it? So in order to see this detail page, then pass one record ID. Okay, pass one record ID. How to pass a record ID? Now let me take one small record information. So in order to see this record information, we'll have to click on this record name, right? So it is passing the record ID over here. On the top, it will be passing the record ID. Like the similar way, I will pass this record ID over here. Just to go to your Visual First page and then go to that URL, make a question mark. Okay, question mark. This is called as query string. We'll see what is the query string concept also. We'll see as part of this Visual First program. And then pass the ID. ID equals to pass any one of the record ID, which record detail page you want to see. Pass that record information. This is not edit page, this is the detail page. If you want to see the record, then which record information you want to see, just pass one record ID. And in this thing, record ID, any record, whatever we have inside your account object. So pass one record ID, press enter. Whatever the record ID that was supplied, that record information will be getting visible inside your detail page. So it is providing the title of your page also. This is my Visual First page, account record detail page. In that one, it is displaying the details of this particular account record here. This is the account record ID, whose the details I'm representing by using this detail page which I have designed. So now it is showing this record title also. This is the title. Suppose if you don't want to show the title, then we can specify title equals to false. Then automatically title will gone. Title will not be visible over here. Okay, title will not be visible. So it will be displaying the detailed information of the record. Account to detail information. The sections will be getting visible over here. Address information section, additional information section, system information section, description information section. The whole record information will be getting visible along with the related list also. Suppose if you don't want to show this related list, simply we can able to specify the related list false property value equals to false. Please don't display the related list over here. So it is going to be removing all the related list. Nothing but related list will not be getting visible to you. But here you will be having that the inline editing feature is available over here, so that we can able to make the changes. But I don't want to provide this facility, so simply we can able to pass the value inline editing equals to false. Whenever we are passing this inline editing property equals to false, then from there onwards we can't able to perform any inline editing operations. When you double click on that, nothing will happen here. We can't change it. We can't change these values because inline editing feature has been removed. So we have disabled that inline editing feature as part of this detail page. So that here depends upon your requirement. If you want to provide the inline editing feature, then you can specify. If you want to specify the title property also, then you can specify the title. If you want to specify the related list, then you can specify the related distance. So it depends upon your application requirement. You can able to specify these properties as well. So this is the way. Yeah.
Sir, can't we specify other than account name as a title, as a record type?
No, record type we can't display over here. Only the record name will be getting visible.
Okay. So just a title, the account name. That's it.
No, that's it. It will display that. When you go to the detail page also, here it is representing only this particular record title. That's it. It won't display the remaining information. Only the record title will get visible.
All right, sir. Basically it's taking the account name as a title.
Yes, account record name will be taking as title. That is the title information.
Okay, so my question is that, like, can't we display that other fields, like so for example, phone number or any other thing, the company name?
No, we can't display because those will be getting visible in the detail information over here. Inside these fields, that information will be getting visible, not in the title part. Title is only to display that record name. That's it. That is the functionality of the title part.
Thank you.
So this is the way we are going to be designing the detail page of your record. Now, so in this case, suppose for example, assume that I'm removing this particular title part. I'm indicating that title equals to false. Whenever I'm indicating the title equals to false, then at that time, title part has been gone along with the charter part also has been removed. Charter feed also removed. Sometimes in the interview point of view, they will raise a question. I don't want the title, I want the charter. Then what we can do? How can we indicate that? I don't want the title part, but I want charter part over here. What we can do? But whenever I'm going to be indicating, whenever I'm removing this title part, in the title part, what are the title information and charter information, both will be getting removed from a detail page. Then how can we indicate that charter part? For that one, we can able to use a tag. There is a tag is available here. Charter feed with the followers. Okay, charter feed with the followers. There is a tag called as feed with the followers. Nothing but please provide the charter feed along with the followers information also. Like followers information means this is the, when you go to the charter feed, you will be having the followers information. This is the followers. This part is called as followers. Nothing but somebody is following you, then you can able to see that followers information. So that in order to represent this particular part, the charter with the feed with the followers, we are using this tag called as charter feed with the followers. Display the charter feed along with that followers information also. So now I'm going to be indicating that entity ID. That means which records feed information you want to display, which record followers information you want to display. So you would like to specify the account dot ID. That means whatever the account record that I'm representing, that account record ID, collect that account record ID. This is the idea of the account record. For this account record, whatever the charter feed is available, represent the charter feed. Along with that, for this record, who are all the followers are available, represent that followers information. So whenever if I'm using this account class inside my page, then we have to add this class inside this particular Visualforce page or not? Yes, for that we have to specify standard controller equals to account, because account is a standard class. So that I'm using, because standard controller equals to account. Now in this case, only one charter related component can be specified per page. So now here in this case, here we have indicated charter feed equals to show charter equals to true. Remove this one. I'm making it as a false. I want to display the charter information over here. So now it is indicating the charter information. We can see the charter feed. Along with that, we can able to see the record detail feed. That means title is not visible, but charter we can able to make it visible with the help of the feed with the followers tag. We can able to place your charter feed also here inside this. So depends upon the application requirement, we can able to design that the charter feeds also over here. Sometimes the client said that I want the title also. Sometimes client said that I don't want title because the name is getting visible over here. I will look into this particular account name field. I don't want the title, just to show the charter feed. So at that time, we can able to use a tag called as charter feed with the followers tag. By using this tag, we can able to represent only the charter feed information on your records detail page without having the title. Just we can able to show that charter feed information inside this. This is the way we are going to designing the detail page. So depends upon your application requirement, we can able to specify this information also, whatever the feature that you want to make it visible. Because you want to display the charter information or not. You want to show the title or not. You want to show that related list or not. You want to provide the inline editing feature or not. Everything we can able to decide just by using that properties itself.
Excuse me, Feroz.
Yes.
At the moment, in the detail page, it's showing the standard detail page. Can we further design, those details?
You want to
Further redesign that account information, details?
Yes, you can redesign everything. Because by default, it is going to be collecting the standard detail page information based standard. It is going to be representing that with your own tab style, whatever we have given. Okay. So if you want to redesign this one, just you can able to go to this standard detail page, make the customizations over here, remove the fields, and then it will be collecting automatically inside this also. That will be reflecting over here. Okay. Because previously when you go to the edit page, every field we have specified, but here we haven't specified any field. Just we have used a single tag over here in the detail tag. So what this detail tag will do is this detail tag will go to the account object. In that account object, whatever the default detail page is available, the detail page will collect automatically. It will be representing inside your user first page automatically. So if you want to remove some of the fields, just you can go to the standard detail page, remove that field from there, then automatically that will be reflecting inside your custom detail page also. This is the functionality.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now let me place this code inside this.
So, sir, in this also we could design that custom buttons, sir.
Yes, custom buttons also we can able to place. Yes, custom buttons will be placing automatically by default here. Custom buttons, everything will be getting placed automatically by default. We no need to do that here.
If we want to remove any one of them, sir, if include offline is there, if we want to remove it.
Then at that time we have to go to that detail page. From there you can able to remove this button. That button will not be visible over here.
Okay, sir. So now how can we test this detail page now, right? Whenever if you want to test this detail page, we are going to passing one record ID. Now, to test the custom detail page, we have to pass any of the account record ID. Any of the account record ID to the Visual First page with the help of query string as given. So we have to go to the syntax. You will be having some HTTPS, your server number, salesforce.com/apex/page name, make a question mark, ID equals to, you can pass that record ID. You can pass any one of this account record ID. Account record ID we need to pass so that we can able to see the record information. So now let me copy this one and paste it inside this. So this is the way we are going to be testing the detail page. What are the detail page that were designed? The detail page we can able to test. The detail page we can able to test it by passing the record ID over here in the form of a query string as below. So we can make a question mark. After that page name, we can able to make a question mark over here. This question mark is called as query string. Now,
So now let me do some more customizations inside this here. So now in this case, you can raise a question. So for example, here I'm having some related lists are available, like as contacts related list is there, cases related list is there, opportunities related list is available. Then how can we display only my own, nothing but my required related list? If you're making this related list property equals to false, all the related list information will be gone. But I don't want to remove all. I want to show the cases and opportunities. I don't want to show the contacts. How can we show our own customized related list? How can we implement that? So whenever if you want to place the related list on your Visualforce page, then we have to use a tag called as related list tag. Related list tag. Apex related list. What is the use of this tag? This tag is used to place a related list on your Visualforce page. So whenever you are designing the detail page, on the detail page, if you want to place any of your related list, whatever the related list that you want, or whatever the order you want to represent, we can place those related lists by using this tag. So each and every related list tag is used to represent one related list. Like for example, if you want to display this contact related list, then we have to use a related list tag. Suppose if you want to display the cases information, use another related list tag. If you want to show opportunities information, and then use another related list tag. So that 3 related list tags we have to use to display this 3 related list. So the 3 tags you have to use, because here each related list tag is used to represent only one related list. So this is the related list over here. Okay, this is one related list up to this part. This is the second related list. This is the third related list. Like that depends upon the number of related lists you want to make it visible. We have to use those many number of related list tags inside this. So in this case here, how can we use this related list tag? What are the various properties are available? Okay, now let's see practically in this case over here. Now, so that related list tag is used to represent the related list on your custom detail page. Whatever the detail page that you are designing, on the detail page, if you want to represent your own custom related list according to your business requirement, then we are using the help of this related list tag. So based on your application requirement, we can customize, we can make it enable, disable dynamically at runtime through programmatically. Through programming, we can make it enable, we can make it disable here. Now, so that facility is available. So that here we are using this related list tag separately. Then how can we use this related list tag? Now let's see practically in this case. Now,
Sir,
this
can
tag
we
is used to.
Sir, can we put on the page detail page unrelated records, like there is no relation between 2 objects?
No.
Yes.
Related list will be available for what? Related means which are having some relation, not the independent.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So we can do this through enhanced page layout now, sir. So
Yes, right. So because dynamically at runtime, I want to make it visible over here. So the through programming, we can make it enable disable. How? Because is, suppose if there is no related records are available, then only display this one. Suppose if there is no related case, then don't display this related list over there. Like that, we can enable, we can disable also, depends upon our application requirement. Depends upon the user also through programming. For few users, we can display contacts and cases. For few users, I can display contacts and opportunities. For few users, I want to show cases and opportunities. Like that here, dynamically, we can make it visible, depends upon the user, depends upon the application requirement. So that we can make it dynamic functionality. Now, so this tag is used to represent the related list, required related list on the detail page. Now, each related list tag is used to represent only one related list. only one related list on the page. To represent the multiple related list on the detail page, we have to use multiple related list tags. Multiple related list tags. So now here in this case, so how can we use this multiple related list? What are the various properties are available over here? The first property is list property. List property is used to indicate the name of that related list object name. Name of the related list object name. That means what is the related list name over here? We can specify the related list name. So we have to pass the related list name over here. Now, so in this case, this property list property is used to indicate the name of the related list which you want to make it visible. Which related list you want to make it visible? Contacts, or cases, or opportunities, or activities, or notes and attachments, or what? What you want to display? We can specify that related list name. That Salesforce is providing the various related list names over here. Now, this property is used to specify the related list name to be get visible on the detail page. On the detail page. Salesforce provides the below related list names. Salesforce provides the below related list names based on the objects as below. Based on that object, it is providing the various related list names over here. Now, let's see. For each and every child object, these are nothing but child objects. Contact is a child for account. Case is a child for account. Opportunity is a child for account. Like that, here it will be, these are all are nothing but childs, nothing but related. These are the various related records are available over here. So in this case, these are nothing but the related list names are nothing but child record, child object names. Then what are the various child object names given by Salesforce? Then for which child object, which related list name has been given by Salesforce, we'll see. Now, I'm indicating child object name and the related list name. What is the name of the related list over here? Now let me explain. We are having the various childs for the account, which as contact, opportunity, case. We can show the open activities also. We can show the activity history also. We can show the activity history also. We can show the notes and attachments also. Notes and attachments also. We can show the approval history also. Approval history. Suppose if you're having any custom objects available, we'll see the custom object related list. So what are the various related list names have been given by Salesforce? Now let's see. For my account object, these are the various related objects are available, child objects are available over here. Then how can we represent? For each and every child object, Salesforce is going to providing a separate related list name. Salesforce is providing a separate related list name. Suppose if you want to display this contact related list on this particular detail page, we have to pass this list name as contacts. Contacts. That means what contacts means? Not only one, multiple contact records may be available for this account. For that account, you might be having multiple related contacts are available, so that upon giving this, upon representing this contact related list, we have to specify the related list name as contact. That means in this list property, we have to specify contact, so that it will display the contact related list, and then in that one we can see all the related contact records. Like the similar way, if you want to show the opportunity related list, then we can specify the opportunities. This is the related list name. If you want to show the cases information, related cases, then we can use cases. So to represent that case related list, we are using that related list name as cases. Now, if you want to show that open activities related list, then at that time we are going to be using that related list called as open activities. Open activities. If you want to show that activity history, then we have to use activity histories. Activity histories. We can specify the open activity histories. If you want to show the notes and attachments, at that time we have to use the related list name as combined attachments. We have to give the related list name as combined attachments. If you want to display the approvals history on the record detail page, then we have to use the related list name called as process steps. Process steps. Like that, depends upon the related list which you want to represent the respective related list name, we have to specify in the list property. In this list property, specify the related list name over here. So based on the related list name, it is providing the respective related list on the detail page over here. Now, suppose for example, you can raise a question. Sir, for my account object, there is a child object is there, which I have mapped. For example, I'm having my customer object. Customer object is also one of the child for my account, which I have mapped the custom relationship. At that time, what we can do? At that time, we have to specify the customers underscore underscore R. Okay, customer underscore underscore R. That means this is the custom relationship. Underscore underscore R means custom relationship. So now customers, nothing but not only one customer record, multiple customer records may be available. So that please display that related list with the related list with all the customer records which are related to this account, so that we can specify. Suppose I'm having that position object. Position object is also one of the child for account. So at that time we can specify the positions underscore underscore R. That means here we are indicating that please display all the related position record for this account over here. So whenever we are going to be representing the related list, depends upon that object we will be having a separate related list name is available. We can give that related list name. Suppose if you're having your own custom relations. So now if you're having any custom relationships you have mapped, then we have to use this, the plural format of that custom object name along with by postfixing with underscore underscore R. Underscore underscore R represent this is the custom relationship. R means relationship over here. Okay, now. So this is the first property that is called as list. List property is used to indicate. Okay, list property is used to indicate. So now what related list information you want to make it visible? Specify that related list name. Now, the second property. The second property is page size. Page size. So that means how many number of records you want to make it visible at a time. Like for example, assume that. Let me open a record over here inside my account object. See, when you go to this record, how many related case records are available? Almost 7 records are there. Okay, 7 records are available over here. Totally 7 records are available here. So now in this case, how many records it is showing right now here? 5. 5 records are available here. Okay, 5 records are available as part of this particular detail page. Inside this related list, it is having the 5 records are getting visible. Totally 7 records are available. Totally 7 related records are available, but it is showing only 5. What about the remaining 2? We can able to click on that, go to the show 2 more, then we can able to select as a pagination. Okay, like as a pagination. So here also, okay, here also, whenever we are going to be representing the records, how many records you want to show at a time? Either 5 records, 10 records, or what? We can specify that. So in this case, we are using the property called as page size. That means how many records you want me to show at a time. Don't show, suppose for example, I'm having some 100 related cases are available, but don't display all the 100 cases. Please display only 5 cases at a time. So in this case, we can able to specify that the page size. Page size is going to be used to indicate how many number of related records will get visible at a time. Okay. This property is used to indicate the number of records to be get visible in the related list at a time. Okay, at a time. Now, the third property is rendered property. So what is the use of this rendered property? Rendered property is used to indicate whether this particular related list can be visible or not, whether it can be displayed or not over here. So through programmatically, we can make it display, we can make it hide also. If there is a related records are available, then we can show. If there is no related record, we can make it hide also. Like that, but to make it dynamic, we are using this rendered property. So the rendered property is used to indicate whether this particular related list can be visible on the page or not. So that we are using this rendered property. These are the various properties are available as part of your related list tag. So in this case, how can we display this related list information over here? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. And then how can we override the standard button? So as of now, what happened upon saving my record? Okay, upon saving my record, it is showing this standard detail page, but I don't want to show the standard detail page. I want to show my custom detail page over here. How can we design our own custom detail page? Now let's see practically in this case over here. Now, so let me design that. Let me take a small use case. Take a use case. Design a Visualforce page to represent the detail page of the account record by adding the required related list on the page, and make the custom detail page should be the default page to represent the account records. That is, override the standard view button. Okay, override the standard view button. In order to override the standard view button, I would like to design this. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. How can we design the custom detail page, and how can we display the records by using this detail page? We'll see practically in this case with the recommended related list. Now, let me design that here. I'm designing a Visualforce page. Or else you can use the previous page also, no problem. On that one, just we can add related list. Let me take the previous page also, no problem. Apex, account record, detail page. So this is the page which we have designed as of now. Okay. Let me place any of the record ID over here. ID equals to, I'm passing this record ID. We can see the record information over here. I want to show the title also. Title equals to, I'm representing the title also, and then charter feed also I'm representing over here. I'm representing the recorded detail page. Now, it is showing this related list. I don't want this one. I'm making this related list equals to false. So, related list will not be visible over here. What are the standard related lists are available, those will not be visible. I would like to add the related list, okay, in my required order. What related list you would like to add, we can able to add inside this. How to add the related list? Now let's see practically in this case. Whenever if you want to display the related list, we have to use the tag called as related list tag. Now, Apex related list. List equals to contacts. I want to show the contact related list. Now specify the page size. Page size equals to some 5. Rendered equals to true. Okay, the rendered equals to true. So now here I'm going to be representing this information. Okay, I'm representing this information. So now here I'm going to be displaying the related list here. What related list? Only the contact. So that give this list equals to related list name. Where is this related list name? These are the names here. These are the names. Don't give the object name. Give the related list name. So now let's see this. Whenever I'm saving that on this record detail page, it will display the contact related list. Only the contact related list will be getting visible. Now, after that, I want to show the opportunities related list. So for that one here, we are using another tag, Apex related list. List equals to opportunities. Page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to true. I want to display that here. Opportunity related list I'm representing over here. So below this contact, it is representing opportunities related list. I want to show the cases also, so that I'm indicating Apex related list. List equals to cases, and the page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to true. I want to display. So the cases related list I'm indicating. So I'm displaying the contacts, opportunities, and the cases. Next, I want to display that open activities. How can we display these open activities over here? Now let's see. Apex related list. List equals to open activities. Page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to true. So I want to represent the open activities also. Open activities. So now it is representing the open activities related list. So we can see the open activities related list. And then I'm indicating that. Apex related list. List equals to activity histories. Page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to 2. I'm indicating this open activities over here. So the activity history. We can see the activity history related list also. These are all the related list of your account object. These are the child records. Next, I want to indicate the notes and attachments. Related list. List equals to. If you want to show that notes and attachments, what is the related list name? We are having the combined attachments. Combined attachments. Page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to 2. I want to represent this. So now I'm representing the notes and attachments. In order to show this related list, we have to use the related list name as combined attachments. I've given the list of names also. If you want to show the approval steps, then we can specify process steps. Apex related list. List equals to process steps. Page size equals to 5 and the rendered equals to. Now I'm representing this. I'm representing the approval history also over here. Okay. Now suppose for example, For my account, if there is a related child object is available, which is a custom relationship. For example, let me do that here. Let me go to this recruiter object. I would like to map the association between recruiter to account. That means I will make this account as parent, recruiter as a child. How can we do that? Now let me show you. I'm going to making this. I'm creating a lookup relationship by selecting the parent as account. I'm indicating this account record name. Click on next. Make it visible to all the profile users. Click on next. Make it see. I want to show this. Okay, I want to show this one. On my detail page, I want to represent. On my detail page, I want to show that respect to related list also. Here I want to show that. So in this case, what we can do? So now here I'm indicating there is a custom object is there, affects related list. List equals to, what is my object name? Recruiter. Recruiters underscore underscore R. Page size equals to 5. Rendered equals to 2. That means I want to represent that as well. So the recruiter related list also I want to make it visible, so that when you come down here, you will be having that recruiters also. Like that here, whenever if you're having any custom object as the relation, okay, if the custom object relation is also there, then we have to indicate the plural format of the child object name along with the postfixing with underscore underscore R. This is the way we can able to represent the related list. Instead of displaying that standard related list, depends upon your requirement, we can design what related list you want to make it visible, and dynamically at runtime we can make it a hide, we can make it enable the related list also by using this rendered property. This value true and false value we can pass dynamically at runtime also through programming. Okay, through programming we can pass this value dynamically at runtime also. This is how we are going to be designing the detail page, and we can represent the related list according to our business requirement with the required order by making it enable and disable dynamically at a time. So that to represent each and every detail page, detailed related list, we have to use a separate related list tag. So depends upon the number of related list you want to make it visible, those many number of related list tags we have to use. This is the way we are going to be using this related list tag.
Sir,
Yes.
what about the columns in the related list, sir?
Now, those columns we can't customize it over here. Those columns you have to customize only in that object related list only, not in this place.
Okay.
By default, those columns will be getting visible. Okay. Let me place this. Now. So now let's see. So now let's see the next concept. As of now, we have designed the detail page by representing the required related list on the page also. Now the next concept is tab controls. So how can we design the tab controls inside the Visualforce page? We'll see practically what are the various properties are available, what are the various tags are there to design the tab controls. Now let's see. Now,
Sir, I have one doubt.
suppose for example, assume that I'm going to be changing the settings of my system. I'm having some settings are available for my system. I would like to change those settings. So in this case, whenever if you want to change the settings, then we can go to the properties window. Okay, right click on your taskbar, click on properties. When you click on these properties, it is preparing a property window. So in this property window, you will be having a tab bar. This is called as the tab bar. This is called as a tab bar. So now this tab bar is having the various tabs inside this. It is having the tab controls inside this. Now, so this is one tab. This is another tab. This is another tab. Like as taskbar, start menu, toolbar. These are the three tabs are available. So we are having the tab panel. This is called as tab control. The tab control is called as tab panel. In this tab panel, we are having this tabs are available. This is one tab. Taskbar is one tab. Start menu is another tab. And then this is another tab over here. So to prepare this entire tab control, we are going to be using a tag called as tab panel. Okay, tab panel is a separate tag in Salesforce, which is used to design the tab control. Inside the tab control, we can represent the various tabs also. So to provide the various tabs, we are going to be using this tab control. Tab tag is also available here. So two tags are available basically. One is we are having the tab panel. Tab panel tag is used to prepare the tab control. Inside the tab control, if you want to prepare a tab, then we have to use a tag called as tab tag. So this tab tag is used to add a tab to the tab panel. So now in this case, whenever you are observing this one, so now when coming to the tab control, what is the facility? Tab controls are used to prepare the multiple user interfaces. This is one user interface. Now when you click on this start menu, this is the second user interface. When you click on toolbar, a different user interface, so that multiple user interfaces we can able to club into a single control with the help of tab control. So that here tab control is used to club the multiple user interfaces into a single control over here, so that we can reduce the number of user interfaces. We no need to redirect the user from one page to another page separately. Just we can able to make it as a tab, so that click on the tab, we can able to perform the operation. Here also, when you go to your Salesforce instance also, we have so many tabs are available. This is the tab bar. This tab bar is nothing but the tab panel. On this one, home tab, campaigns tab, leads tab, accounts tab, like that, these are nothing but the tabs over here. On the tab bar, that means on the tab panel, we are having so many tab controls are available. So to prepare this tab panel, we are using the tab panel tag. To prepare that each and every individual tab, we are using tab tag. These are the various property tags are available here. Now let's see how can we use these tags and how to represent the tab controls on your Visualforce page, and how can we represent some data inside that. We'll see practically right now over here. And before that, first we'll go with the properties of each and every tag. We can now let's see practically one by one. Now, so in this case, by using this feature, we can represent the data in the form of tab controls. Now, Visualforce provides the below two tags to be used to prepare the tab controls on the page. Now, the first one is tab panel. Tab. So what is this tab panel tag? Now, let me explain about it. Now, this tag is used to combine the multiple user interfaces into the single entity called as tab panel. Tab panel is a tag which is used to club the multiple Visualforce pages or multiple user interfaces into a single entity. So that it is also called as a placeholder. It's a placeholder. It's a panel where exactly we can place the multiple user interfaces inside this. Now, it is a placeholder or container which contains one or more user interfaces. To be used to perform the operations. It is a placeholder or the container which contains one or more number of user interfaces to be used to perform some certain operations inside your Visualforce page. Then, inside this tab panel, we can add multiple tabs also. Now, inside the tab panel, we can add one or more tabs. Okay, we can add one or more tabs. Then, how can we define this tab panel? What are the various properties are available here? Properties. The first property is selected tab. We can specify the tab name or tab reference name. So what is the use of this property? For example, let's see. Whenever I'm opening this particular tab panel control, then which tab has been selected by default? Taskbar tab has been selected, nothing but this is active. So to indicate this tab should be get visible by default, this tab to be selected by default, we are going to be using that selected tab property. Okay, so in order to indicate that, this property is used to specify which tab has to be get selected by default upon loading the tab control. Now, by using this property, we can indicate which tab should be active or selected by default while loading the tab control or panel. Now, in this case, we can specify the second property, switch type. We can specify the value, okay, Ajax. That means what? Whenever we are going to be switching from one tab to another tab, then please don't send the request to the Salesforce server. Please perform that switch operation in the client side over here. Okay, client side. That means whenever I'm going to be refreshing the tabs, whenever once you click on the tab, then please perform this operation at the client side so that we can improve the application performance as well. This property is used to refresh the currently selected tab. Currently selected tab upon click on the tab. Upon click on the tab, so that we can improve the application performance. We can improve the application performance. Then how can we use this tab panel over here? Let me give that syntax. I'm giving some example. Apex tab panel. Selected tab equals to. You can specify the tab name and the switch type equals to Ajax. Here we can able to design the tabs over. What are the tabs that you want? We can able to design those tabs. Apex tab panel. So this is how we are going to be designing the tab panel. So inside this tab panel, how can we place the tabs? For that one, we are using another tag called as tab tag. Apex tab tag. So what is the use of this tag? This tag is used to add a tab to the tab panel. Okay. In order to add the tab panel, tab to the tab panel, we are using this tab tag. So that this tag is used to prepare a tab. Inside the tab, we can design the required user interface, and this tab we can able to place inside the tab panel over here. Inside the tab panel, we can able to add the tab tag. So whenever we are using this tab tag, this should be always a child component to tab panel. Inside the tab panel tag only, we have to use this tab tag here. So now then how can we use this one? Now let's see practically. Now, this tag is used to design the required user interface. To perform the operations. To perform the operations in the application. Which can be placed or which can be included inside the tab panel. Which can be included inside the tab panel. Now, in this case, this tag should be always a child component to the tab panel. This should be always a child component to the tab panel. That means inside the tab panel tag only we have to write. Now, we can prepare one or more tabs inside the tab panel. We can prepare one or more tabs inside the tab panel over here. Now, so in this case, how can we use this tab tag? What are the various properties are available? The first property is label property. Label property is used to indicate the caption for the tab. In order to specify the caption for the tab, we are using this label property. What is the caption over here? To be get visible on the tab name. Second one, name property. Name property is nothing but the reference name. Okay, reference name to be used to identify this tab. This property is used to specify the unique reference name. To identify the tab inside the tab panel. Inside the tab panel, we can identify the tab uniquely over. This property is used to specify the caption for the tab. Caption or title. Next, the third property, rendered property. which is a Boolean property to indicate whether this tab to be get visible or not. In order to identify whether this tab can be visible or not, we are going to be using this rendered property over here. Now, these are few properties are available as part of this tab tag. So now let's see how can we use this tab panel and the tab tag to design the detail page. Now, so let's see. As of now, what happened? This is the detail page which I have designed. Like we are having the account detail page information is available. At the bottom, we are having contacts related list. In the opportunities, this is in the separate related list. Cases, open activities, activity history, notes and attachments, approval steps, recruiters, like that it is having that. Nothing but one by one, one by one, one by one. But I don't want in this vertical format, I want in horizontal format. Okay, I want in horizontal format. Like for example, I want to have this tab. I would like to have the tab over here. This is the tab I would like to represent. In this tab, I would like to place. I would like to place this tab controls. Like I would like to place account details. And then I would like to represent the contacts. I would like to represent related opportunities. I want to represent open activities. I want to represent notes and attachments. I want to represent related recruiters. Like that, I want to represent this information like this. So now here I would like to represent like this here. I want to represent account details. Now, related contacts, I want to show. Related opportunities, I want to show over here. And then I want to show the notes and attachments. Notes and attachments, I want to show in this place. Here I want to show the open activities. Here I want to show the related recruiters. Like that. Each of them displaying one by one, one by one, one by one. I want to show in the form of this particular tab format over here. Here the information has to be get visible to me. Upon click on this tab, respective information should be get visible. Previously, these are in the vertical format, one by one, one by one, one by one. But I want to display in side-by-side format. Then how can we design this kind of detail page? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let me go with this functionality. How to design the detail page to be used to represent the recorded details page in the form of tab controls. How can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let me design a page. And indicate Apex custom account detail page. Custom account detail page. I'm preparing the page with the name custom account detail page. Click on the link. Now the page has been prepared. I'm removing the default code which has been given by Salesforce. Now I'm going to be preparing the default properties. Setup equals to false. Sidebar equals to false. Show header equals to true. And the tab style equals to the customer object tab style. I'm applying the customer object tab style for my Visualforce page. Now, I would like to go with that, the tab control. Inside the tab control, I am going to placing this respective information over here. Now, so which object detail page you want to represent? First of all, let me design the tabs over here. So I'm indicating Apex tab panel. This is the tab panel over here. I'm specifying that. So the tab panel will be getting designed over here. Is the tab panel. See, you will be having a small line is available. Tab panel has been designed. Inside this tab panel, we can design the tabs. What tabs I would like to specify? The tab. Tab. I'm giving the label. Label equals to account details. Name equals to ACC details. ACC details. So I have placed one tab over. We have the tab. Next, I'm adding one more tab. Apex tab. I'm indicating the label contacts. Name equals to ACC contact. Nothing but the reference name I'm indicating over here. So you will be having the contacts tab also available. I'm indicating tab. Label equals to opportunities. Name equals to ACC Opti. Nothing but this is the account related opportunities. Like the similar way. Apex tab. Label equals to cases. Name equals to ACC cases. Apex tab. Label equals to notes and attachments. Name equals to ACC attachments. Apex tab. Label equals to open activities. Name equals to ACC activities. Apex tab. Label equals to approval history. Name equals to ACC approval. Apex tab. Label equals to recruiters. Name equals to ACC recruiters. So I'm preparing the various tabs over here. So these are the various tabs are available on my tab panel. Account details, and then contacts, and then opportunities, and then cases, and then notes and attachments, and then open activities, and then approval histories, and then recruiters. Like that, we can able to place the tab panel. Inside this tab panel, we can able to have the various tabs also. In each and every tab, I want to show the information. Which information, account record detail information I would like to place. Then how can we place? Now let's see practically in this case over here. Now, inside this account details tab, I want to place that account record detail information. So that I'm indicating. To display this account record detail information, I'm using this. Standard control equals to account. How to show the account record detail information? Here I'm using this Apex detail tab. Detail, I'm indicating inline rating equals to true. Show charter equals to false. Title equals to true. Related list equals to false. I'm representing the record detailed information over here. I'm representing the record detail information. Which record detail information? Like some Burlington Textile Corporation of America. Or it may be anything here. Let me take another record over here. United Island Gas Corporation. I'm collecting this record ID. I'm passing this record ID over here. Question mark ID equals to, I'm passing that record ID. So inside this, it will be representing the record details information. Record title is getting visible over here, and then inside this particular tab, account details tab, it is providing this record detailed information over here. Now when I click on this contacts, I want to show the related contacts. How can we show the related contacts? For that one, I am using this related list. You know how to add the related list over there. Inside this contacts tab, I would like to use Apex related list. List equals to contacts. Page size equals to 5. And the rendered equals to, I want to display that. So now let's see in this case. So as soon as here, this is the account record information. When you click on this contacts, related contacts information will be getting visible. So previously we are able to see one by one, but now I'm displaying able to see in that detailed page, nothing but in the form of tab control, like as horizontal. This is the account record. This account records the related contacts. These are the contacts over here. Like the similar way, I want to show opportunities, cases, notes and attachments, open activities, approval history, recruiters, everything. Now let me add that. Opportunities. Apex related list. List equals to opportunities. Rendered equals to true. And the page size equals to some 10. Cases. Apex related list. List equals to cases. Rendered equals to true. Page size equals to some 10. Notes and attachments. Apex related list. List equals to combined attachments. Rendered equals to true. And the page size equals to some 5. Open activities. Apex related list. List equals to open activities. Rendered equals to true. Page size equals to some 5. Approval history. Apex related list. List equals to the process steps. Rendered equals to true. And the page size equals to some 5. Recruiters. Apex related list. List equals to recruiters __ R. Rendered equals to true. Page size equals to 5. I'm representing this information. So now let's see. So I'm going to be representing the account record information. United Island Gas Corporation, this is the account record. This is the detailed information of this account record over. If you want to see what are the related contacts are available for this account, click on contacts. We can see the related contacts. If you want to see the related opportunities, click on opportunities. We can see related opportunities. Related cases, click on cases tab. We can see related cases. Notes and attachments. Open activities. Approval history. Recruiters. Okay, this is the information we can able to see in the horizontal format also over here. But in this case, what happened? When you click on this tab, it is refreshing the whole page. I don't want to refresh the whole page. I want to refresh only this particular tab over here. For that one, whenever we are using the tab panel, inside this we have a property called as switch type. Switch type equals to Ajax. That's it. It will be executing in the client side. Instead of refreshing the whole page, only that particular selected tab will be getting refreshed. Now click on contacts. Now opportunities, cases, notes and attachments, open activities, and then approval history, recruiters, opportunities, contacts, account details. Like that, only that particular tab we can refresh. Instead of refreshing the whole page, we can able to refresh only that particular part with the help of this switch type equals to Ajax. This is the functionality of tab controls. But now, whenever I'm going to be click on that any of the record, whenever I'm opening any of this record, then it is opening in the standard detail page. But I don't want this format. I want in this format. What we can do, I need to override that button. What is that button? View button. How to override the view button? Let me show you over here. Now, just to go to that setup menu, like as the previous one. In the last session, we have discussed how to override the new button. Now we are overriding view button over here. Click on customize. Go to the accounts. Go to the buttons, links, and actions section. You will be having a button called as a view button. Okay, override this view button. Click on edit. I don't want to display that standard default page. I want to use my own page. Select that Visualforce. Which page you want to display? I want to display that page that is called as custom account detail page, which we have prepared by my own. So this is my page name. What is my page name? Custom account detail page. Now click on save. That's it. Over. Done. From now onwards, your records will be getting visible in the form of your own custom format only. Now let's see. Let's go to your accounts tab. Open this here. Burlington Textile Corporation of America. Instead of showing that in the standard format, it will show in that custom format which I designed. We can see in the form of the tab controls over here. Each and every information we can able to see in the form of tab format. Now, I want to go to that accounts over here. I want to open some different record. So I would like to open that record about insurance. Click on this record. Record will be getting open in your custom detail page about insurance. These are the related contacts, related opportunities, related cases, notes and attachments, nothing. Now, when you go to this accounts here, now I want to show Farmers Group of Florida. Open that record, we can see that information. Related contacts information, related opportunities, related cases, everything we can able to see. Go to that account, open that record here. For example, I want to see one more record over here. So University of Arizona, click on that record name, automatically record will be getting visible over here. This is the record detailed information, related contacts will be getting visible, related opportunities will be visible, related cases will be getting visible, everything we can able to see that information also inside this. This is how we can able to prepare your edit page and the detail page also in the form of tab controls as well. So that facility is available as part of Visualforce program. So instead of displaying in the form of vertical format, we can show in the form of horizontal format also by using tab controls. So that when you go to the implementations, in most of the cases, we are using these kind of tab controls also over here. Okay. This is a way we can use the tab controls inside your Visualforce program. So in the next session, we'll see the custom controller concept. As of now, we have discussed standard controller. In the next session, we'll see how to use custom controllers. We'll see in the next session. Next development session will be on Monday again. Okay, on Monday, we'll be having the next development session. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, we have that integration session as usual. So in the last session in the integration, we have discussed about the JSON generator. We have used how to generate the JSON format through programmatically. And then tomorrow we'll see how to use that JSON parser, how to parse the JSON content, okay, through manually and through by using this deserialization methods. We'll see the process over there, and then we'll see how to connect to the third-party systems by using some HTTP classes. We'll see in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we have the session morning at 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 to 10:30 we'll be having the session tomorrow. Okay, the integration session will be that morning, tomorrow morning at 10:30. Already you are having integration meeting link. Use that same integration meeting link to join the session tomorrow.